Ali Mokdad, and I'm here with Beneil Dariush, who's set to take on Ramzi Nijam. And I wanted to ask you, Beneil, how are you feeling leading up to this fight?
I feel great. Being here, this is really close to my home, so I love it. I'm really excited.
You're originally Iranian,
Yes.
and you grew up in the States.
Yeah, I went over when I was 9, so I've been there for about 15 years now.
Do you feel like a part of your heart is still in the Middle East?
I gotta tell you, I came here, and Dubai felt really kind of European, but when I drove here to Abu Dhabi and I was going through the streets, I was like, man, this is Tehran. I was so just like, whoa, it was such an awesome thing. I was just walking through the streets, the driving, everything about it reminded me of home. So definitely feel a part of me is here.
There's a really big Iranian population here, so I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of fight fans. What can they expect on Friday night?
I always look to finish my fights. That's the one thing you can expect from me, My first fight was a decision, and it was one of the scariest things of my life. So my goal every time I fight is to finish my opponent, and that's what you can expect from me.
Okay, let's talk about that, and let's talk about your opponent. Ramzi Nijam is a very well-decorated wrestler, and you are a very well-decorated jiu-jitsu practitioner. So it kind of cancels each other out. What do you have to say about that? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's true. We both are, different parts of grappling, and we both got to a high level. But what I think is the guy who's more well-rounded is going to have the edge, and I believe I'm the more well-rounded guy.
How do you expect this fight to finish?
Submission or a knockout.
Okay, let's move on and talk about your training leading up to this fight. Are you always active throughout the year, or do you change your training and your diet? What's that like for you?
Diet I change, but my training is the same all the time. After I like to eat. My mother makes really good food, so I'm not gonna say no to her food. The rice,
That's the Middle Eastern in you.
Middle Eastern in me, exactly. I can't help it.
Okay, so tell me about your diet then. What's your diet consist of leading up to the fight?
So when I fight, my diet is simple. I follow this thing as if God made it, I can eat it. So fruits, vegetables, nuts, if anything it goes through a process. For example, bread. I can't have bread. Rice, I can have very little. We're here. Most of our portion is rice, and then you have a little bit of meat and then salad. For me, it's the other way around. I have like this much rice when I do eat rice, and the rest of it is greens and a little bit of meat. So that's kind of the difference with my diet leading up to a fight.
All right, well, I don't want to hold you off too long. I know you have to take your rest and whatnot. We'll see you at the weigh-ins. We wish you good luck. This is Ali Mokdad here with Beneil Dariush, who's set to fight Ramzi Nijam. It's going to be a barn burner. Don't miss it.
Thanks, guys.